helping me live my best life online, and life is good. Happy New Year's Eve. When we're down here, I'm a little trepidatious about shifting any of what's going on here, but I can assure you, he's working away on a very substantial marrow bone, and life is good at the moment. And really, that's a lot. I asked her to stay, she wouldn't listen. She left before I had the chance to say all the words that were meant, things that were broken. Now it's far too late, she's gone away. Every night you'll cry yourself to sleep thinking, why does this happen to me? Why does every moment have to be so hard? How to believe it, it's not over tonight. Give me one more chance to make it right. May not make it through tonight, I won't go home without you. The taste of her breath, I won't get over. The noise that she made kept me awake. All the weight of things remained unspoken, built up so much it crushed us every day. Every night you cry yourself to sleep thinking, why does this happen to me? Why does every moment have to be so hard? How to believe that it's not over tonight. Give me just one more chance to make it right. I may not make it through tonight, I won't go home without you. It's not over tonight, just give me one chance to make it right. May not make it through tonight, I won't go home without you. Alright, now this next song, Free Fallin', Tom Petty. He checked out recently. He wasn't around real long. I think he was like in his 50s. And I think it might have been a little bit of a case of hard living. But sometimes life is just hard. And but he sure left behind a real treasury of work. And in some of my studies and research, I found out that he even had a thing for a while with Willie Nelson called the Traveling Wilburys. Sure thought that's pretty cool. But Free Fallin', it's the opening track from Tom Petty's debut solo album, Full Moon Fever. It was written by him and his writing partner for the album. And they wrote and recorded the single in 2 days, making it the first song completed for Full Moon Fever. Now, the lyrics make reference to the San Fernando Valley, that region of LA, including the Valley, which is colloquially the name for the San Fernando Valley. Reseda is a neighborhood in the valley, and then they talk about the freeway, which is the 101. So anyways, and then of course they're at Mulholland Drive. It follows the ridgeline of the eastern Santa Monica Mountains and the Hollywood Hills between the San Fernando Valley and Hollywood. And he said, when he wrote the song, he didn't write about any specific person, but instead what he saw on his frequent drives along Ventura Boulevard. And it's one of his most famous tracks, as well as his highest and longest charting. They performed this song at the MTV Music Awards in '89 with Axl Rose, which is pretty cool. And it was also in the movie Jerry Maguire. It was in a Sopranos episode. And it was number 2 on the Spotify Global Viral 50 following his death. So I just like it. It's a song that's been covered by a lot of people. Hey, Erica, thanks for tuning in. Doing a little Tom Petty now. Free Fallin', song number 2 out of 100. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses, a boyfriend too. It's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm so bad. Don't even miss her, I'm so bad for breaking her heart, and I'm free. Free falling, are you free falling too? Yeah, 'cause I'm free. Free falling, are you free falling too? I played that one yesterday, so I'm not gonna play the ones that I played yesterday all the way through. It's Yellow by Coldplay. Take a little sip of water. Erica, I sure appreciate you tuning in. I hope you're able to still be out there doing some tennis with your beautiful kiddos. I think you're in Texas these days. And I'm actually going to do a Texas show sometime in the near future. There's a Charlie Pride song that somebody asked me to play called Is Anyone Going to San Antonio? And then the Yellow Rose of Texas. Been listening to Elvis's version of that a lot. So that'll be interesting. But anyways, next song on here, Yellow by the British rock band Coldplay. That came out in 2000. And it's kind of funny because listening to it, you think that it's got all these like really deep meanings. But looking up the, I guess, story behind it, it sounds like Chris Martin, the singer, was kind of messing around in the studio. They were recording an album at the time, and he did his worst Neil Young impersonation voice and started messing around with the song with the word stars in it, because he said, that's what a Neil Young song needs is, something about stars. And he was just joking. And then it's just like something came together. And he said, but when they were writing that song, there was a key word missing, and they couldn't figure out what should go in the slot. What should go in the slot? And finally, somebody Yellow came out, and they're like, Yellow. And that's what stuck. And I guess, it just talked about how, when he was on the Howard Stern show in 2011, explained to Stern that he was impersonating Neil Young and all that. And they said the word yellow had absolutely no meaning whatsoever. While writing the rest of the song, he tried his best to change yellow to something else, since every lyric before yellow made no sense. But in the end, the word yellow just sounded right. So I told Stern, through the years, depending on the attitude and manner of whoever interviews him, he would make up some story about a song or album titles just to move on to the next question. But then he turned to Howard Stern and said, I like you, Howard. So that's the first time I've ever told anyone the truth behind Yellow. So I thought that was kind of funny how stuff comes about. Because I remember art history class quite a few years ago, and they just talked about the fact that nothing, particularly art, is created in a vacuum. So there's always a context. Hi, Mortimer. You're being good. I appreciate you. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. All the things you do, it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to do. It was all yellow. Your skin, you're just skin and bones, turning to something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. What a thing to do. It was called Yellow. Your skin, you're just skin and bones, turning to something beautiful. And for you I bleed myself dry. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. All the things you do. It was gone yellow. Usually I do that one a little higher, but it worked. All right. This next song is from 1955. My parents were born in 1943 and 44, so they would have been like 11 and 12. It's hard to imagine. They've been gone for 3 years now, but time is a funny thing. So Maybelline, 1955. It's a rock and roll song. I'm reading little snippets from Wikipedia. It's recorded by Chuck Berry, and it's adapted in part from the Western swing fiddle tune Ida Red. And it's the story of a hot rod race, a broken romance. Lyrics describe a man driving a V8 Ford and chasing his unfaithful girlfriend in her Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And it came out, Chess Records put it out, and it's considered a pioneering rock and roll song. And it was, considered an early instance of the complete rock and roll package. A small, driven guitar combo, clear diction, and an atmosphere of unrelenting excitement. It was a major hit with both black and white audiences. It got numerous honors and awards. And a lot of people covered it, and it was misspelled on a lot of releases. It was a hit, and it was a game changer, clearly. So, try to do it justice. Chuck Berry, who's a character? Maybelline, why can't you be true? Maybelline, why can't you be true? Start back doing the things you used to do. I was motivated over the hill. Saw Maybelline in a Coupe de Ville. Cadillac rolling in the open road. Nothing could run my V8 Ford. Yeah, I like doing about 9 to 5. Bumper to bumper, roll the side to side. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Start back doing the things you used to do. Alright. Now this next one, it's near and dear to my heart, because, I don't know, I just like Johnny Cash. He did manage to get himself sued by the federal government for creating a very substantial forest fire. I think he was inebriated at the time, and took out a bunch of falcons. It just so happened to be an endangered species, so it didn't go so well for him. And I guess at the time he was just very stubborn, and he said he blamed it on his RV blowing up or whatever, and just said, you can't question the RV now because the RV's dead. That sounds very Johnny Cash-like. And supposedly my dad actually kind of met Johnny Cash one time, coming out of a gas station. My mom and I were in the back of she was in the front, and I was in the back of this van that we'd always take from Texas to Colorado, to the family property in Colorado. And then my friend Debbie Giacomoni, who's really under the weather tonight, she grew up with Johnny Cash and said she was there when he got like a scar on his face because he ran into a wall or something. So I'm sure she would be more than happy to chime in if she were able to. But this song, I Walk the Line. 1956. It's been a minute too. After 3 attempts with moderate chart ratings, it became his first #1 hit, and it was on the record charts for 43 weeks. He said he wrote the song backstage one night, 1956, in Gladewater, Texas, newly married, and supposed he was laying out his pledge of devotion. So, he was originally writing it as a ballad, but his producer preferred a faster arrangement, and Cash ended up liking it too, as the up-tempo recording was met with success. Hard to argue with success. Oh, And people asked him why he would hum at the beginning of this tune. And I guess it was because he said that so he could find his key. And I've had that struggle with this tune too, because the kind of melody comes in differently than you would expect based on the chords. I keep a close watch. I keep a close. I like it better in that key, so that's where we're going. Just didn't sound right to me. I keep a close watch on the sun of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. Keep the ends up for when the tide bites, because you're mine. I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit I'm a fool for you, because you're mine. I walk the line. Alright. This next one is a Glenn Campbell special. How are you guys doing out there? I hope you're having a good New Year's. I don't know what it's like in your house. It's a little quiet here, when Mortimer gets a little lit up about stuff. But I sure appreciate you tuning in. And I kind of have, I don't think it's necessarily a silly request, but it's just like, I don't know, a request that maybe I feel a little silly asking. But a couple different friends, I guess, like they have loved ones that are sick with COVID, and there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And so I guess I just wanted to take like maybe 10 seconds to just say like a real quick, either have a moment, you don't have to necessarily pray with me, but I kind of want to pray for just a second and ask you for good energy toward just the different people that are kind of going through stuff right now, and if you are too. So I'm doing that real fast, and then we'll move on to Glenn Campbell. So anyways, God, thanks for tonight, and thank you for a hopeful future, and please take care of the people that are really struggling tonight, and everybody watching. In your name I pray. Amen. Okay, thanks guys. I appreciate that. And Mr. Mortimer's here. Hello. Actually, the story behind the story in the song, real quick. Silver wings. Where's it going? It was written on a plane, a 707 coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. And that's close to where I am right now. And Terry's not too far off either. Erica, he used to live in the general area. He was going to LA with Merle Haggard. He was going with Bonnie Owens. Wait, no, who was that? Not Merle Haggard. Who was this? Yeah, Merle Haggard, okay. So Merle Haggard is on a plane. Decides to write this song. 707 coming out of Phoenix, Arizona, going to LA with Bonnie Owens. Looked out, and those silver wings were just gleaming, and he thought, what a great premise for a song. Romanticizing an airplane's silver wings that took away his lover, sang so intimately that you wondered if you were eavesdropping. So, between the 1960s and 1980s, he had 38 #1 hits on the U.S. country charts, several of which also made the all-genre singles charts. And he released successful albums into the 2000s. And he got a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2006, and a BMI Icon Award in 2006. Also got a Kennedy Center Honor in 2010. And April 6, 2016, his 79th birthday, which is funny because I was born on April 4th. He was passed away at his ranch in Shasta County, California, having recently suffered from double pneumonia. It's a good song, though. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight, taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride. Locked me out of your mind, left me standing here behind. Silver wings, shining in the sunlight. Roaring engines, headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. That's a good one. Alright, it's been a minute since I've done a couple of these, so bear with me. I do have to say a quick hello to Mr. Mortimer. Oh. He likes to bring me his tennis ball, but then he likes to so very mischievously pull it back. Come on, we're gonna say hi to people. Gonna have to grab you. Okay, come here. Come here. Here's the tennis ball. No, come here. Come here. Alright, I'm gonna, hopefully this won't capsize horribly. It's a little unwieldy, but say hi, what, Mortimer? Oh crap, okay. Hope you guys can see him. He's pretty fantastic. I don't know if this is working or not. Mortimer, where are you? Okay, I don't know if you... Okay, oh, there he is. There he is. He doesn't care about anything. But the tennis ball. And that's okay. You can have the tennis ball. There you go. All right. He doesn't really ask much. He just asks a lot. Yep, I knew that would maybe be a little bit of a rearrangement, but we got through it. Okay, all right. And the adventure continues with the tennis ball. But hey, he's like my best friend, so I gotta kind of show appreciation. He's fantastic. He's been there with me in my darkest hours. Name Mortimer means Dead Sea. And I thought that was kind of weird because, you know, he was a very cute puppy when I got him. But that name occurred to me. And then a year later, I guess about, my parents passed the same week. I also had to look, 4 months before that, I put my other dog to sleep, and I'd never put a dog to sleep by myself before. And so the name became a lot more appropriate. It was interesting because he was the only thing that could make my mom laugh in her last saddest days. And he just sat vigil with me as I got to help my dad pass. So he's pretty amazing. Come here. Hey, come here. I think people want to see you. This guy. He's just, I don't know. He's a pistol, aren't you? He's the best. He's the best. Say hello to the world, Mortimer. Anyways, so Beast of Burden, Rolling Stones. What's not to like about the Rolling Stones? I mean, they were wild, don't get me wrong, but Mortimer, I'm trying to perform here. People are listening. We went to honor everybody's time. He has a habit of throwing toys underneath furniture and then throwing a fit, acting like he's completely helpless. But he has about 17 other tennis balls around the house, so it's not like he's without. He just gets a little fixated. I don't know where he gets it, because, you know, I don't, yeah, anyways, so this song, Beast of Burden. I guess Beast of Burden, the technical definition is usually an animal domesticated that labors for the benefit of man, such as an ox or a horse. Okay, we can't do this. Stop it. The music and some lyrics were primarily written by Keith Richards. In the liner notes to the 1993 compilation Jump Back, Richards said Beast of Burden was another one where Mick Jagger just filled in the verses. Anyways, Richards said in 2003, when he returned to the fold after closing down the laboratory, referring to his drug problems through the 70s, came back in the studio and with Mick to say, "Thanks, man, for shouldering the burden," and that's why I wrote Beast of Burden for him. He realizes in retrospect. Anyways, so without further ado, I like this tune. It's been a minute. Hey Elizabeth, thanks for tuning in. Get Mortimer here, keeping me on my toes, throwing things at my feet. Never be your beast of burden. My back is broken, my feet are hurting. All I want for you to make love to me. Never be your beast of burden. Let's go home, draw the curtains. All I want for you to make love to me. Am I hard enough, rough enough, rich enough, not too blind to see? Some of these tunes, I'm not doing every last tiny bit of them because I've got 100 songs I'm going to get through tonight, and the average song is about 3 minutes. So doing the math on that, that's a lot of material, and I'm just trying to pace it, trying to be intelligent. So we shall see. And if I get a little burned out on guitar or whatever, my fingers get tired, I'm going to be migrating over to my drum. Hopefully fun is being had, and you're having a great New Year's Eve. And I sure appreciate you spending at least part of it with me. Just trying to do something very positive here with the 100 songs I learned, and it's part of my whole long-term goal. I do want to become a doctor. I want to be able to connect with people. I want to encourage people to pursue their passions. I want to be able to convey information and knowledge in a palatable way, in a way that works. So it's just kind of part of my overarching, I guess, dream and goal. So I sure appreciate you sharing that with me. If there's a song that you're passionate about, feel free to send it my way. And if I feel like it's a song, obviously, that resonates, or we wouldn't be suggesting it. And if it's a song that I feel like, I would have been proud to have written because I could have seen myself possibly writing it, and I feel like I can do it justice, then I'll do it. So, anyways, this one, little Bob Marley Song. It's fourth track on side 2 of their 1977 album, Exodus. Reached the top 20 in the UK, peaking at number 17. It's one of his most popular songs. It's been covered by many other artists. I often think it's called Don't Worry About a Thing, or Little Thing's Gonna Be Alright. 2007 film I Am Legend, starring Will Smith, is constantly listening to it. And anyways, and I guess Maroon 5, which was the first band that I did when I kicked things off a little earlier tonight, collaborated with Hyundai and recorded a cover version of it that was released June 9th in 2018. So, without further ado, this is Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Don't you worry about a thing. Everything gonna be alright. Saying, do not worry about a thing. Everything gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. This is my message to you, saying do not worry about a thing. Everything gonna be alright. Saying, do not worry about a thing. Everything gonna be alright. Had a little glitch there. We got through it. Thanks, Diane, for tuning in. Diane, I think we're gonna work on a little mission. She's got a friend she's trying to find. I guess they were very connected through music. And actually, Terry, who's watching right now, seems to be quite the connector. So Diane, I am not having the guy's name like right on the tip of my tongue, but if you want to type it, and we're gonna work on finding him. I guess he went off to the army, and then they lost touch. And I guess one of his favorite songs was The Lion Sleeps Tonight, so I'm gonna play that in the near future. But if we can find your buddy, that would be cool. Hey, you gotta try, right? Okay, so this next one, it's a country song. And it got real popular recently because Justin Timberlake and Chris Stapleton did it as a duet at like an awards show. I guess Chris Stapleton didn't really have a lot of popularity, or like people didn't really know about him for that. And then he did this song and it was like, wow, it just kind of blew up. And it's funny because his version of the song is kind of R&B, and the original song is definitely much more standard country and western. Tennessee Whiskey was written by Dean Dillon and Linda Hargrove, and it was originally recorded by David Allan Coe, and peaked at the number 77 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles in 1981. So anyways, it was first offered to Georgia Strait, and Georgia Strait just wasn't into it. So it's funny, stuff can take a while, and then one day, whammo, it just kind of like takes on its own momentum. Used to spend my nights in a barroom, liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching from the bottom. Brought me back from being too far gone. You're smooth Tennessee whiskey. Your hands sweet strawberry wine. Your hands warm glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle, always dry. When you poured out your heart, I did not waste it. There's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Alright. This next one is by Sting and the Police. And it's funny because he basically just straight up says, hey, let's all be realists here. I can tell we just totally ripped this off from Bob Marley. Which, I don't know. I know they were like very reggae-centric for a minute. They went from punk to reggae. And then I think Sting was like, okay, enough. And you don't want these side guys anymore. And he kind of shook stuff up. Very interesting creature. And definitely my favorite songwriter. But well, someone told me yesterday that when you throw your love away, you act as if you just don't care. You look as if you're going somewhere. I just can't convince myself I couldn't live with no one else. I can only play the part, sit and nurse my broken heart. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, feel so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, feel so lonely. No one's knocked upon my door. For 1,000 years or more, I'm made up and nowhere to go. Welcome to one last show. Just take a seat, they're always free. No surprise, no mystery. In this theater that I call my soul, I always play the star and roll. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, feel so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, feel so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, feel so lonely, so lonely, so lonely. Felt lonely there when my fingers couldn't find the chords. Anyways, well that's 10. That's 10 songs out of 100. That's a start. That's a start. We're doing okay. Everybody's still breathing, I would assume. I hope everybody's having a fantastic New Year's Eve. Mortimer's looking at me with a lot of poignancy and a bit of wonder. And he's like, what's going on, Mom? What is happening? And, I don't know. Life is happening. We know that much. Let's see here. Stuff is a little out of order. I have to take a minute. But I hope everybody's having a fabulous New Year's Eve. get a little reorganized here, just because that's what we do in life. Okay, I don't need that one anymore. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down so my computer doesn't crash. Got everything like clustered, so. Thank you for your patience. I know, Mortimer. I know. You want to do things. I hear you. I understand. I understand. I'm looking for the best. You guys are the best. Mortimer's the best. I think I'm going to do 10 more songs. And then I'm going to take a little pause for the cause. Let's see here. So, the best is the one I was looking for. It's got to be in here because I did everything systematically. There it is. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright. See, this would be the time, I guess, if I had a musical partner or something. I could do something exciting and distracting. But I just got to keep the chatter going, right? So you guys hang out with me. Keep the dream alive. Keep things happening. Do. Some of these songs, like I played a whole bunch, and then I put them on the shelf, and now I'm dusting them off and hoping for the best. Because, I don't know, that's what we do. That is what we do. This one was a hit because of Tina Turner. Miss Legs. Miss Legs. So, I'm just pulling up my little thing here. My little notes. Because I don't know, I've had people give me the feedback that they really like hearing the historical context of these songs, and I think it's significant. But, so I guess Bonnie Tyler, I've never really heard of Bonnie Tyler, but I guess she recorded this song first in '88. And the following year, Tina Turner put it on her 7th studio album, For an Affair. It's written by Holly Knight and Mike Chapman. And it was a highly successful single. And I guess Edgar Winter put a sax solo on there that just kind of like took it over the top. Anyways, I guess what's been said about it, it's one of those rare gems. It's a very positive love song without being cheesy. That is a tall order. And I would agree. I guess it's a little inspired by the Schitt's Creek version, although I still try to put my own spin on things just to keep it interesting and fresh. Also, maintaining hydration is key. Call you when I need you, my heart's on fire. Come to me, wild and wild. Come to me, give me everything I need. A lifetime of promises, a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. Hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. I'd rather be there. Your heart, I see the stars every night, every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Long as I'm in your arms, there could be no better place. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. Hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be there. You're simply the best. Alright. I got another Tom Petty song in the mix here. This was from 1989. It's also on Full Moon Fever. And I guess the day that they recorded it, he had a terrible cold. And as George Harrison showed up, you know, the Beatle, 1 of 4, and went to the store, bought ginger root, boiled it, made him stick his head in the pot to get the ginger steam, opened up his sinuses, and then he ran in and did the take. That's pretty interesting. It's a message of defiance against unnamed forces of difficulty and possibly oppression. Due to its themes, the song was played often on American radio following the September 11th attacks. And they played a quiet but resolute version of the song at the America Tribute to Heroes telethon following the 2001 attacks. I was in music school in Boston at the time, and it was pretty intense. Anyways, there's a lot of other stuff, but that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. And then I guess it's been used politically. I guess they got pretty mad with some people who used it and were happy when other people used it. And I don't really want to get into that because I don't want to get people fired up for unreasonable reasons right now. I just want us to focus on not backing down, on moving forward, positive things in life. That is my intention, Terry, if you're still watching, for right now. Okay. Hope everybody's doing alright out there. I don't know if comments are enabled or not, but I sure appreciate you being here. Happy New Year's Eve, 2020. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell. No, I won't back down. No, I stand my ground. Won't be turned around. And I keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, hey, baby. Hey, okay. Hey, hey, baby. Okay. Let me just. Okay, this is really getting better by the moment, but it's okay. All our moments. Okay. Hey, hey, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hey, hey, I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. I know what's right. I got just one life in a world that keeps on pushing me around. I stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Won't back down. Hey, hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. I stand my ground, and I won't back down. And I won't back down. That's a good one. All right. The next one is Dwight Yoakam. I'm a fan of Dwight Yoakam. He's a character. He wrote this song, released in October of 1993, so I guess it's a Scorpio song. And third album, first single from his album, This Time. Song topped out at number 2 in the US, while it peaked at number 5 in Canada. It's his last American top 10 hit to date. Fast as you. Maybe someday I'll be strong. Maybe it won't be long. I'm the one who's tough. You're the one who's got her up. It won't be long. Maybe I'll be real strong. Maybe I'll do things right. Maybe I'll start tonight. You're the one who cry like me. Maybe let's just wait and see. Maybe I'll learn tonight to do things right. You'll control me, oh so boldly. Rule me till I'm free. Now the pain that shakes me finally makes me get up off of my knees. Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe I'll be fast as you. Maybe I'll break hearts too. You'll be one, maybe I'll slow down when eternal hurt comes around. Maybe I'll break hearts, be as fast as you. Maybe I'll break hearts and be as fast as you. Yeah, Dwight Yoakam. Next song is Evil Ways, Santana. Alright, that's a little backstory there. 1969 self-titled debut album. It's written by Clarence Sonny Henry and originally recorded by the jazz percussionist Willie Bobo on his 1967 album Bobo Motion. Alongside Santana's released in 1969. It's also recorded by the band The Village Callers. It's kind of funny. On the first pressings of both Santana's debut album and the single release, songwriting credit was given to Jimmy Zack. Zack was a minor rockabilly artist out of the Midwest who recorded a song with the same title in 1960, and however, it wasn't the same song as recorded by Santana, but I guess they were covering their bases. But you know, ain't such a bad thing to do. Get out of here. Trying to get a better sitting position. You got to change your evil ways, baby, before I stop loving you. You got to change, baby. Every word I say is true. Got me running and sneaking all over town. I feel like a clown. This can't go on. Oh Lord, you've got to change. That's all I'm doing that right now. This next one, Michael Jackson. Released in 1987, November, on his 7th studio album, Bad. It was written and composed by Jackson and produced by Quincy Jones. It's just, I don't know, it makes me happy, this song. Hey pretty baby with the high heels on, you give me fever like I never ever known. You're just a product of loveliness. I like the groove of your walk, your talk, your dress. I feel your fever from miles around. I'll pick you up in my car and we'll paint the town. Just kiss me, baby, and tell me twice that you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, you make me feel alright. You knock me off my feet. Lonely days are gone. Like the feeling that you're giving me. Just hold me, baby, and I'm in ecstasy. I'll be working from 9 to 5 to buy you things to keep you by my side. I never felt so in love before. Just promise, baby, love me forevermore. Swear I'm keeping you satisfied. You're the one for me. The way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You knock me off my feet, yeah. My lonely days are gone. Ain't nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business. Hey! Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ain't nobody's business but me, my baby. Hey! Way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You knock me off my feet. My lonely days are gone. Alright. Love him or hate him, Michael Jackson definitely had talent. I feel like he would have maybe liked what I did just then. This song by Ryan Adams. It used to be in Whiskey Town. It's been described as a very gorgeous ballad. It's been covered by many artists, including the Irish band The Corrs, featuring Bono of U2, and biggest one I was aware of was Tim McGraw. I think he just slays it. But it's a great song, in my opinion. Turn on a little light. Oh, I never even turned on my ring light. My new ring light. Oh, I saw a thumbs up. I don't know who gave me a thumbs up, but I appreciate it. It's hard to tell if anybody's still there or not. But I kind of was just thinking to myself, you know what, I'm very much enjoying myself. And to quote this hymn I've been singing a lot lately, all is well with my soul. So, if you're enjoying it with me too, all the better. I may move around the room a little bit in a minute. It's kind of funny. As far as like, oh, don't let people in, but I don't know. I'm just living my life and wanting to express what I feel compelled to express in the hopes that it will be helpful. So, here we go. I almost said Merry Christmas, but that's either very late or very early. The song is Stars Go Blue. dancing when the stars go blue, dancing when the evening fell, dancing in your wooden shoes in a wedding gown, dancing out on 7th Street, dancing through the underground, dancing little marionette. Are you happy now? Where will you go when you're lonely? Where will you go when you're blue? Where will you go when you're lonely? I'll follow you when stars go blue. Dance with your pretty mouth, laughing with your broken eyes, laughing with your lover's tongue in a lullaby. Where do you go when you're lonely? Where do you go when you're blue? Where do you go when you're lonely? I'll follow you when stars go blue. Stars go blue. Stars go blue. Stars go blue. All right, this is the next one. None other than Bob Dylan, and this was written for the soundtrack of the 1973 film Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Released as a single 2 months after this film's release, became a worldwide hit, reaching the top 10 in several countries. It was his most popular, one of his most popular and most covered post-60s compositions, and everybody from the Guns N' Roses, Eric Clapton, and I guess a lot of other people in between, but those are the two big ones in my experience. And I really like the Clapton one, Clapton version. That's what I listened to when I was kind of working on this song. Knocking on Heaven's Door. My friend Bernadette requested this actually a while ago. Feels like forever. It's only been like 3 months, but well, okay, October. Yeah, 3 months. Mama, take this bandage off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Alright. That's all I want. I learned for Halloween this year. And it's just I don't know, pleasant song. In my opinion. Let's see here. I just got really skipped one. But I don't want to mess with what I'm doing and go back, so I'll have to do it next set. Love Potion number 9. Written in 1959 by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. Originally performed by the Clovers. Took it to number 23 on the US as well as R&B charts that year. And then the Searchers got a hold of it in 1964, 5 years later. And their version reached number 3 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on Cashbox during the winter of '65. And Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass did an instrumental version on his 1965 album Whipped Cream and Other Delights. So, I guess there's a basic premise of a 1992 film of the same name, starring Sandra Bullock and Tate Donovan. I have to check that out, because I've never heard of that. Kind of harkens back to a simpler time for me. Not that I was really part of that time, but I like the vibe. I took my troubles down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with the gold cap tooth. She's got a pat down on they're nothing but selling little bottles of Love Potion number 9. I told her that I wasn't flat with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm, made a magic sign, said what you need is Love Potion number 9. She bent down and turned around, gave me a wink, said I'm gonna make it right here in the sink. Smelled like turpentine, looked like Indian ink. Held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day and night. Started kissing everything inside. When I kissed the cop down home, they're nothing but broke my little bottle of Love Potion number 9. Alright, hard to handle. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do the song that I accidentally left off. And then I'm gonna take a little pause for the chorus. And I'll come back. I gotta take Warner around the block. He's my constant canine companion. And then, when I come back, I think I might go to a different room and maybe do some different instrumentation, just to mix it up a little bit. Anyways, okay, so let's see here. Hard to handle. 1968. Otis Redding wrote it. But I guess the cover that I was aware of, I didn't know it was a cover until somewhat recently, Black Crowes. And it was a breakout hit single for them in 1990. So anyways, I guess it's been in a lot of stuff, including video games, because you know, that's the mark of true success when you make it in, I don't know, that one where they're driving around in cars and doing terrible things. But I guess this one's in Rock Band, so that's the success that I would be happier to have. But anyways, we do what we do, right? Baby, here I am. Baby, here I am, I'm the one on your seat. I can give you what you want, you gotta come home with me. I got some good old lovin', got some more in store. When I get through throwing it on you, you gotta come back for more. Boys and things that come by down by the dozen, that ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Hey little thing, let me light your candle. Mama, I'm sure on the hand and now gets run. There's our dum dum bum 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 bum. I did this in a totally different key, and I'm gonna go with my better judgment and not even attempt that part again. So, but we're getting through it. Action, speak loud in the words. Man, I am one of great experience. You know, I've got another. I can love you better than them. Take my hand. Don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. I'm advertising love for free. You can place your ad with me. More than things that I'm by the dozen. There ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Hey, let me think, let me light your candle. Cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now. Okay, maybe next time I'll get that in the right key. Or, I will do it with a drum. I can hear the dun 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 dun. And this next one, Leonard Cohen wrote it, and Jeff Buckley recorded it, and I don't know, I forget if it was Buckley's untimely demise or what that really got it noticed, but then all of a sudden it was like that song was everywhere. Jeff Buckley was pretty talented. The song is quite haunting. I like it. It's got a lot of biblical references. This one goes out to Debbie Jacoboni. Hope she's alright. I know she's alright. She will be alright. She's a lovely human. Heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. And you don't really care for music, do ya? Goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. Faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from her lips she drew the alleluia. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. Baby, I've been here before, seen this room and I've walked this floor. Used to live alone before I knew you. Seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march, it's a cold and it's a broken alleluia. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. There was a time when you let me know what's really going on below. Now you never really show it to me, do ya? Thanks, Elizabeth Loggins. I sure appreciate that. Happy New Year. Where are you hailing from, I'm wondering? Was a time when you let me know it's really going on below, but you never really show that to me, do ya? Remember when I moved in you? A holy dove was moving too, and every breath he drew was alleluia, alleluia, Hallelujah. 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 Maybe there's a God above. All I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody. Oh, how true, yeah. It's not a cry that you hear at night. I'm not somebody who's seeing the light. It's a cold and it's a broken. Hallelujah. 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 Oh, yeah. All right. That was like 20 or 21 songs. I got 80 more to go. May decide to streamline the process. But, I don't know. Kind of capturing something tonight. And, I have to sign up and pick up food. Oh, yeah, you gotta go eat. And, Elizabeth, hey, feel free to tune in a little later, because that's, 20% of what I'm doing tonight. But, I'm gonna be doing some stuff on keyboards and drums, and that'll be interesting. But, more to come. Much love. Take care. See you soon.